And quickly today we're going to go over some various stretches for your piriformis and also your hip flexors that we've been teaching a lot of our members here at Lady Super Fitness, especially those that do a lot of running, a lot of hiking, different ways to stretch the piriformis, the hip flexor, again, those muscles surrounding our hip. And if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel to get all of our tips and motivation as well as our featured workouts here at Lady Super Fitness. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to grab a chair. I'm going to turn so that you can see my angle of my torso. Ankle over knee. Okay, so when you do that, you want to make sure that your tibia is still in line with your foot, ankle, and knee, and that you don't do something like this. You see how I turned my tibia and rotated it? So sitting up nice and tall, and if you watch me from the side here, I'm going to lean forward, keeping my back flat, leading with my rib cage or my chest, shoulders stay down and back, and I'm hinging from my waist. I'm not doing this. Once I round my back, I won't feel the stretch. Now I should feel the stretch in the outer hip butt thigh of the right leg, the leg that's over the knee. So I'm going to turn this way. Again, I'm sitting tall, I'm leaning forward, and I'm just gently using the weight of my arm and gravity to give a little pressure on this knee. I can do the same thing on the opposite leg. Again, I'm going to sit up tall first, then lean into it. I'm not going to do it all at once because I want to have good form so I can get the most out of my stretch. Now we can take the same stretch in the seated position and we can do it on the mat. In the seated position, I have a top-down approach where my hips are stabilized. Now if for some reason you're feeling this in your back or if you're feeling some pain, slowly come out of it. The floor might be a better option for you. So if I'm on the floor, again, ankle over knee, now I would suggest using a belt to bring around the thigh or a towel, something that does not stretch. Loop it around so I'm holding it like reins and I'm pulling this thigh towards me, but look at my elbow here. My right elbow is just gently posting on my right knee, giving again a little tactile pressure, and I want to feel this stretch in the outer hip, butt, thigh of the right leg. I can switch and do the opposite leg. Again, ankle over knee. I'll take that belt or towel, just to give you an example, something that does not stretch, so something through here, a little bit longer than this, okay? And you're gonna pull through, but with my elbow, I'm pushing on that knee. Now my back is supported, my back is stable, and I'm having more of a bottom-up approach or bottom-top approach to get that piriformis to stretch. Another way that you can show that piriformis or outer hip, butt, glute, thigh area some love or some recovery is to use a foam roller. Now we're not going to show how to use a foam roller for every single muscle, but since we're talking about the piriformis area, we're going to use it for this video. Again, my ankle is over my knee. Okay, so I have my right ankle over my left knee. The leg that's bent, that's the leg I'm going to lean towards. I'm using the weight of my body and the density of the foam roller to get a release in that tissue, using my hands and this foot to roll. If it's your first time or if you're still new to the foam roller, it may feel a little awkward, and that's totally normal. The hardest part is just really getting used to it and maneuvering yourself, using your hands, using your feet, using your body to get a nice release in that area to get good oxygen, circulation, and nourishment to the tissues there. Okay, now there are various ways to stretch the hip flexor. Right now we're going to use a mat. We're going to be half kneeling. If you need a little bit more support on the bottom of your knee, roll up your mat to give a little bit more cushion or roll up a towel, totally up to you. Now remember, the hip flexor is in front of your iliacus and it wraps around to the low back, okay? So when I do this stretch, I'm going to tuck, so look at that again, I'm going to tuck my hips under, it's a little bit of a posterior tilt. Gently squeezing my glutes, keeping my abs engaged. Once I have that position, then I'm going to gently lean forward. You want to feel the stretch in the front top of your thigh going into your groin. If I let my hips relax, I won't feel it. So I have to keep my hips under me at posterior tilt, gently squeezing here, engaging here as I lean forward. Once I have that stretch, if I want to intensify it, I'm going to reach up with that same side arm, reach down with the opposite arm, coming forward, still keeping my abs engaged, gently turning away, okay? Nice and controlled. Now, that's more of a static stretch after your workout. For dynamic purposes before your workout, especially if you're a runner, you can use your hands and movement of your body to simulate the movement that you're going to do to wake up that hip flexor. Again, you should not feel this in your low back and no pain. And you could do it on the same side. Thank you so much for watching. We are here to help you. If you have any questions, just let one of your trainers know here at Lady Super Fitness. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's going to be a great day. We'll see you soon.